Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where we dive deep into all the juiciest soap opera drama. If you're a fan of the bold and the beautiful, you know things are heating up in Los Angeles like never before. Today we're talking about one of the most explosive spoilers that's got everyone buzzing. Does Dylan really want revenge on the Forrester family? I'm going to break it all down for you in this epic deep dive. We'll recap the backstory, analyze the current twists, speculate on what's coming next, and even throw in some fan theories. Grab your coffee because this is going to be a long one. We're aiming for all the details you crave. If you love B&B spoilers, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Let's jump right in. First off, let's set the stage with a full recap of how Dylan even entered the picture on The Bold and the Beautiful. For those who might be new or need a refresher, Dylan, played by the talented Sydney Bullock, made her debut over the summer as Hayes Finnegan's art teacher. Hayes, of course, is the adorable son of Steffi Forrester and John Finn Finnegan. At first, Dylan seemed like a minor character, just a sweet, down-on-her-luck art instructor who was homeless and struggling to make ends meet. But oh boy, did things escalate quickly. It all ties back to the chaotic Luna Nozawa storyline, which was one of the wildest arcs in recent B&B history. Luna, portrayed by Lisa Yamada, had been a major villain, stirring up trouble left and right. She was obsessed with Finn, tried to destroy Steffi, and even got involved in some seriously dark schemes involving the Spencer family. Remember Luna's final days? She held Dylan at gunpoint, forcing her to help lure Steffi into a trap. It was intense. Luna was desperate, unhinged, and ready to take down anyone in her path. Then came the shocking accident. Dylan confessed to running over Luna with her car, claiming it was in self-defense after the gun threat. Luna was pronounced dead, and just like that, Dylan became a hero in the eyes of the Forresters. Who wouldn't love the person who accidentally eliminated their biggest nightmare? Steffi, in particular, was grateful, going so far as to invite Dylan into her home and even offering her a nanny gig for her kids. Electra Forrester, played by Linnea Grace, took pity on Dylan too, inviting her to crash at the Spencer Beach house with her and Will Spencer Jr., portrayed by Crew Morrow. It all seemed like a heartwarming story of redemption and second chances. But as any soap fan knows, nothing is ever that simple on B&B. Now let's talk about why fans are convinced Dylan has ulterior motives, specifically revenge against the entire Forrester clan. Spoilers from sites like Soap Opera Spy and She Knows Soaps have been dropping hints that Dylan's backstory is far more complicated than it appears. For starters, the show has deliberately kept her last name a secret. That's a classic soap tactic to build suspense, right? Speculation is running wild that she's connected to some long-forgotten enemy of the Forresters. One popular theory is that she's the secret daughter of Massimo Marone and Sheila Carter. Massimo, Ridge Forrester's biological father, had a complicated history with the family, and Sheila is the ultimate villainess who's wronged just about everyone. If Dylan's half Sheila, that would explain a burning desire for revenge, maybe avenging her mother's endless feuds with the Forresters. Another theory floating around fan forums and Reddit is that Dylan could be tied to the Spectra family. Remember Sally Spectra and her endless rivalries with Forrester Creations? If Dylan's a Spectra descendant, her new job at FC, courtesy of Steffi's trust, puts her in the perfect position to sabotage the company from the inside. She's already working alongside Steffi, and spoilers indicate she'll be getting more involved in design projects. Imagine the chaos if she leaks designs, stirs up office drama, or even frames key family members for scandals. The Forresters have wronged so many people over the years, from business takeovers to personal betrayals, that Dylan's revenge could stem from any number of past sins. But wait, there's more layers to this onion. Recent spoilers suggest Dylan might not be acting alone. In fact, there's buzz that Luna Nozawa isn't really dead. As you heard that right. Despite head writer Bradley Bell confirming Luna's death in interviews, soap rules dictate that if there's no body shown, anything's possible. A YouTube spoiler video titled, "Will Uncover Dylan's Manipulator. Who is it?" breaks it down. Will Spencer discovers that Luna is alive and has been blackmailing Dylan with knowledge about her supposed death. Luna's forcing Dylan to carry out a diabolical scheme, sabotaging a major Forrester Creations project, leaking sensitive info from Spencer publications, and igniting conflicts between the Forrester and Spencer families. This isn't just petty revenge, It's a calculated takedown that could lead to financial ruin, fractured alliances, and total chaos in LA. Picture this. Dylan, tormented by guilt, starts acting paranoid. Elektra Ann will notice her distancing herself, maybe even overhearing suspicious phone calls. Will, being the protective type, trails her and witnesses a secret meeting where Luna reveals herself as the puppet master. Luna's unfinished business, destroying Steffi, getting to Finn, destabilizing the Spencers, is now being executed through Dylan. It's like Luna's controlling her from the grave, or rather from hiding. Another video speculates Luna left behind recordings, messages, or psychological triggers during that gunpoint hostage situation, planting seeds of manipulation in Dylan's mind. Dylan's crush on Will? That could be part of the plan too, getting close to him to exploit Spencer secrets. Let's break down how this revenge plot could impact each member of the Forrester family. Starting with Steffi Forrester, the co-CEO of Forrester Creations and a powerhouse in her own right. Steffi's already been through hell with Luna's obsession over Finn. If Dylan's scheme involves framing Steffi for corporate espionage or leaking her personal secrets, it could shatter her marriage and her role at FC. Steffi's trust in Dylan, making her the nanny no less, makes her especially vulnerable. Imagine the betrayal when Steffi realizes the woman watching her kids is part of a plot to dismantle her life. Wood, who plays Steffi, has teased in interviews that 2026 will bring major family shakeups. And this fits perfectly. Next up, Ridge Forrester, the patriarch and design genius. Ridge, played by Torsten K., has always been at the center of family drama. If Dylan's sabotage hits FC's bottom line, say by ruining a fashion line launch, Ridge could face professional humiliation. Plus, if Dylan's tied to Massimo Marone, that dredges up Ridge's complicated paternity issues. It could force Ridge to confront old wounds, especially with Brooke Logan by his side. Speaking of Brooke, her ongoing feud with Katie Logan Spencer adds another layer. Spoilers indicate Brooke's plotting revenge on Katie for some betrayal, but if Dylan's leaks involve Logan family secrets, it could pull Brooke into the crossfire, pitting sisters against each other even more fiercely. Elektra Forrester is another key player here. As Dylan's supposed best friend, Elektra's regretting her kindness big time. Spoilers from She Knows soaps for the week of January 12 to 16, 2026, hint that Elektra's fuming over Dylan's presence, especially with the crush on Will developing into an obsession. Elektra might be the first to suspect something's off, leading to confrontations that expose parts of the plot. Linnea Grace's portrayal of Elektra has been spot on for showing vulnerability, and this storyline could give her character major growth, from naive helper to fierce protector of her relationship and family. Then there's RJ Forrester, who's making a big return with a recast, Brian Nicoletti stepping in for Joshua Hoffman. RJ's back in LA, and spoilers suggest a potential romance with Dylan. But if she's gunning for revenge, that could turn into a tragic love story. RJ, the young design talent, might get manipulated into sharing family secrets or even helping with sabotage unknowingly. His parents, Ridge and Brooke, are thrilled about his return, but this could drag him into the mess, testing his loyalty to the Forresters. Don't forget Eric Forrester, the family elder played by John McCook. 2026 previews from Reddit and celebrating the soaps indicate Eric's rebelling against the status quo, channeling his passion into designs amid rivalries with the new Logan fashion house. If Dylan's revenge involves stealing or undermining Eric's work, it could break his spirit, or ignite a comeback story. Eric's alliances, like with Deke, might play into this, creating unexpected twists. Now let's dive into the Spencer side, because this revenge isn't isolated to the Forresters. Well, Spencer Jr. is central. He's the one who uncovers Luna's survival and manipulation. Crew Morrow's character is growing up fast, and this plot puts him in detective mode. If Dylan leaks Spencer Publications info, it could hurt Bill Spencer, who's trying to reform and unite his family. Bill's push for Katie to break free from the Forresters ties in, potentially escalating the Forrester-Spencer feud. Imagine Bill discovering his son's roommate is a pawn in a larger scheme. Fireworks. Fan theories are exploding online. On Reddit's r/boldandbeautiful, users are debating if Dylan's mask-wearing literal or figurative, hints at a disguise plot. Some think she's Luna in plastic surgery disguise, despite Belle's denials. Others speculate a Spectra connection for a fashion war revival. Twitter, or X, Searches show posts like, Dylan is the new Sheila. Watch out Forresters. With memes of past villains. One theory. Dylan's obsession with Will leads to a stalker arc, echoing old BNB classics. Looking ahead to 2026, the preview from Bradley Bell teases weddings, returns and rivalries. Carter and Daphne's marriage, Taylor with Deacon, all could intersect with Dylan's chaos. If Luna's alive, her return would be massive, perhaps culminating in a cliffhanger reveal. Predictions. Dylan confesses under pressure, but not before causing a major FC scandal. Will saves the day but at a cost to his relationship with Elektra. The Forresters rally but scars remain. To visualize this drama, let's think about the key players. Sydney Bullock as Dylan brings that mysterious vibe, innocent on the surface, but with eyes that hint at secrets. And Steffi, always fierce in her power suits at FC. The beach house scenes with Will, Elektra and Dylan? Tension City. Expanding on the psychological aspect, Dylan's guilt is key. Spoilers say she's nearly confessing, her paranoia building. This could lead to mental health storylines, showing how trauma from Luna's death affects her. BNB has handled heavy topics before, and this might explore manipulation's toll. Connecting to broader 2026 arcs, the Logan fashion house launch led by Katie could be targeted by Dylan's leaks, merging revenge with business wars. Brooke's seduction of Bill for revenge on Katie? If Dylan exposes that, family implosions galore. Historical parallels. This reminds me of Sheila's endless schemes or Sally Spectra's takeovers. Dylan's arc could echo those, but with a modern twist, blackmail via tech, perhaps hidden recordings. Fan reactions. Comments on YouTube videos call Dylan creepy and predict her downfall. Some want her as a long-term villain. As we wrap up this massive spoiler breakdown, phew, that was a lot. What do you think? Is Dylan truly seeking revenge, or is she a victim? Drop your theories in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more BNB content. See you next time.